Welcome back. I'm Susan.
And I'm Ken.
And we are
Captivating Journey. Taking weekend trips and vacation time in our RV was just not long enough to really see the sights of our beautiful nation.
So we took the plunge to get out of the rat race and on the road to enjoy this lifestyle. As of December 2021, we sold our house and most of our belongings and moved into our RV full-time.
Our home now is a 43-foot RV named Kit, and we travel with our 4 cats, Patches, Ranger, and the 2 siblings, Bailey and Kahlua.
Our mission is to explore the U.S., seeing new sights, enjoying new scenery, meeting new people, and making new friendships along the way. So we invite you to come along with us on our journey. While our house was being sold and the paperwork completed, we wanted to stay somewhat close to the house. Now, Copper Mountain RV Park is located in Tacna, Arizona, which is about 2 hours from our house and about 45 minutes from Yuma, which is the closest big city.
Now, we had stayed at Tacna probably more back in 2020, January 21, right?
Yes, January 2021 we stayed at Tacna. We really liked the park. It's long sites,
Yes.
very long sites, very wide sites. And that was the one thing that we really liked about Tacna was the wide sites, because we knew that we were going to be probably rearranging the rig a little bit.
And that's the cats. That's why we're watching the cats. They like playing with the tripod. This is Kahlua, who's the one that's actually
Trying to tip over the camera.
she wants to be in the frame. So we decided to stay at Copper Mountain RV Park, which is in Tacna, Arizona. They are a 55 and older park, but like Susan was saying, they have open, wide sites. And we knew we were still about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours from where our house was being sold, which is not unrealistic if we had to go back. So we chose that. Tacna in itself doesn't have a lot of things going on, so the major food shopping, you have to make the drive to Yuma. Major medical, food, I even think auto repair, you have to go to Yuma. There is a town called Welton that does have a few restaurants, a couple of chain restaurants.
Dollar
stores that sells like your milk and whatnot. So that would be if you needed quick provisions. There are 2 gas stations in Tacna, and then there's a really decent restaurant called the Jack's Whistle Stop Cafe that was just phenomenal.
Yes, that was a really, really good restaurant.
So if you're ever even just passing through Tacna, you got to stop in. It's the Jack's Whistle Stop.
They're open for breakfast and lunch only.
Yes.
So they're open from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. And I think they're closed on Mondays. They are closed a couple days.
So if there's not much to do in Tacna, what do we do? Well, we are into, sorry, the cat. We are into geocaching, which is, there. You can do it for free. There is a paid version that opens up premium geocaches. And what geocaches is that people go out and place anywhere from very small micro to ammo sized cans that it has a signable log that shows that you were there.
And depending on the size, you can actually leave trinkets in it or pick up trinkets.
And trackables. I do have a link in our website that explains geocaching, but with that being said, even the free membership, there are millions of caches worldwide. But anyways, in Tacna, there's probably well over a couple thousands. Some accessible by normal vehicle, some that you either need to hike or you definitely need a high clearance. While our 3 months, we did over 800 and some odd caches.
So we did more than that.
Oh.
We did like 800 in just from 2 months.
That's true.
So we did over 1,000 caches during the 3 months that we were there. we're caching. Like I said, there's not much to do, so we're caching pretty much almost every day.
That's pretty much you read from our blog.
Yes, so. And we do have a Jeep Cherokee, so it's not a high clearance vehicle, but it did get us to a lot of off-road areas.
And we even upgraded the tires while we were staying in Tacna. We had to drive to Yuma, of course, but we put all-terrain tires to get us into some of the sandier areas because there's a lot of sand up that area.
There's a lot of sand. That's the big thing.
Now, if you are visiting Tacna and if you are into geocaching, a lot of the places, especially out from Dateland to Welton, everything south is pretty much on the Gary Goldwater gunnery range, which is basically a military bonding range. You do need a pass, and it's a free pass. Just you can Google it. I think it's like iSportsman. Something.
We'll go ahead and put that down in the description below as well. But if you have an ATV, oh my gosh, that is a paradise for ATV. And there's also RC planes. The park that we had a little airport that was right next to the park where they had RC planes that were flying. That was pretty cool. And we had a actual pilot.
Yeah, he flew a bush plane, which is just coming from my aviation side of my second career. It has a tail wheel, for lack of better words. But yeah, he would come out there and do a lot of just takeoffs and landings on the dirt strip. He did land and park and shut down the engine and came out and talked to us because we're all out there watching him. He thought they were bothering. He thought he was bothering us, and we're like, no, we're out here for the free entertainment. And then once he found out a couple of us were pilots, he really explained what he was doing. Not to bore you, but he's practicing taking off and landing in a 25-foot radius with his type of plane, which is called an STOL plane, short takeoff or landing. It's very capable of doing that.
Being so far away, where we would plan our grocery trips, any car maintenance, anything like that. But we did plan a trip into Yuma to go to the territorial prison.
Oh, yes.
That is a must-see. So if you are ever in Yuma and you haven't been there before, if you have, you probably know what we're talking about. We'd love to hear your information, and if you have been there, how you liked it.
Yeah, you would really enjoy the prison, and especially the model of what the original prison looked like. The museum now is only a fraction of the size it used to be, just because before they saved it, I hate to say it, infrastructure went through, roads, and it cut off some of the prison, but they do have a model of what the prison looked like back in the day. Very interesting, and you get to read about some of the residents, as I would call them, of the prison from back in the day, and
Yes.
what they were in there for. It's very interesting. A highly must-do, must-see when in
Yuma. So this is the old water tower, and then they built the main guard tower.
And this is the existing, the original guard tower. I'm sure it's been.
Okay.
But yeah, the water tower is still there.
Yuma Territorial Prison, established in 1875. This is the view from the watchtower. So the entrance through the wall is called the Sally Port, from the Spanish "sale por la puerta," meaning to go out the door. Mugshots of the prisoners were taken with a mirror. That way they would get a direct and profile at the same time. This was our first Christmas as full-time. So we did spend Christmas at Lake Ranch in Tacna. That was the RV park that we were at.
So we got a
No,
first.
not Lake Ranch, I'm so sorry.
That's Kingman.
That was Kingman.
She's a few hundred miles off.
So we spent our first Christmas at Copper Mountain. That was in Tacna. So they were having a contest. So we got to decorate Kit, that's our coach. We didn't get close to winning, but it was fun. We got to put some lights up.
Yeah, I know. Tiny Christmas tree.
But they also had, because ATVs were so prevalent, I guess the word would be, that so many people had them. They had a parade, and they went all out. You've got to watch continue watching the video here, and you're going to see the parade of the Christmas lights on the ATVs. ATV parade. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Talking about a lot of firsts being full-timers. It was birthdays for us, it was Christmas, and then what happens after Christmas?
New Year's.
Happy New Year. Exactly. So it was our first New Year. The park did a Christmas dinner, and they also did a New Year's Day party, and they did parties.
Yeah, they did a New Year's Eve party, and they had a New Year's breakfast.
Yep.
Some of the events you had to pay for, reasonable prices, of course, but they
It
had a
helps
lot.
offset the food.
They had a lot of events going on, so you could do as little or as much as you wanted with the park. That's one thing we did like about them. So,
I was going to say, the other thing they don't have is like tennis courts or pickleball, but they do have horseshoes, shuffleboard. They have a pool now.
yes,
So
they have a
they have a
pool
pool
now.
table inside the clubhouse. So they
That's
have
true.
some things to
We
do.
did play some pool. We drove over to the next town, Welton, to watch their Founders Day parade. Hope you enjoy the video, and we hope it's kind of explained a little bit of what we did for 3 months in Tacna. And the main reason we did stay there for that long, even though the house did sell in December, is we were doing a rally with the Diesel Club with FMCA. That was in March, and we figured there's really no reason to leave and then just have to come right back.
Exactly. Knowing where our plans were taking us, which you'll see in future videos and blogs, like Susan says, we didn't want to backtrack, so it was just more beneficial just to stay there, enjoy our time. We met some wonderful friends, had a blast.
Yes,
so,
that was
met
that
a
was
group
blast.
with other rally groups that came in, whether it was with traveler trailers, then the Diesel Club. we met so many wonderful people up there.
Yes, and a big shout out to Lauren and Daisy Dog.
Yes. Yeah, they were.
They were
Daisy
our
became
original
part of it,
neighbors,
yes.
and then they went to Quartzsite for a little bit, and then they came back. And but Daisy Dog, I miss you.
I know. Daisy is so much fun. But yeah, some great friendships. So. But anyways, we just kind of wanted to. I don't think we're leaving anything out. My apologies. I'm watching the cats. She's trying to
She
get
wants
on
to
the
play
frame.
fetch.
Yeah. So.
But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up.
That was
And
good.
do like and share the video. Let your friends see it, and subscribe so you get notifications about upcoming videos that we put out. We'll be trying to put out a video every Saturday about 8 a.m. Central Time. And that's the goal. So thank you so much, and see you on the road.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.